Hello guys, welcome back. It's your boy KB and I'm very excited today to share some information that I just discovered. I did a video a couple of days talking about coronavirus and how your lab test is being delayed. I wanted to do a second part to it, but while I was doing this research, I found out a very important article by the CBC and also the CTV, which was published on August 22nd. So basically, NBA and Yale University have teamed up and they have come up with this new testing called SalivaDirect. So what this SalivaDirect does is that it has actually shortened the time that it takes to process the patient sample in the lab. So right now, instead of waiting for a couple of days for your results to be reported, now it can take less than 3 hours for your lab test to be done. So in this video, I'm going to show you how the SalivaDirect test works and also some of the advantages that it provides to both the patient and both the healthcare worker. So I'm going to be reading from my slide. So what does the SalivaDirect test, how does it work? So the SalivaDirect test detects genetic material or RNA and it utilizes the PCR technology just like the traditional test. But however, there are key differences. So it uses the same technology, which is the PCR RNA analysis, but this time around, the only game changer for this one is that it takes less than 3 hours to get your sample processed. And now you eliminate the extraction steps where you actually used to do in the swab testing. Because in the swab testing, for you to be able to get your RNA, you have to use chemicals, you have to use reagent to actually take an extra step to extract this RNA. But with this new testing, you don't need that. You skip all those steps. So it has actually shortened the time, and what you do is that you use a heating principle where the heating can actually extract the RNA from the patient's saliva sample. So this is a very good news and very exciting for the lab and also for the healthcare professionals and the patient as well, because now you can go in there, spit in the cup, and then within 3 hours you get your lab results ready. So I'm going to talk about some of the advantages that it provides also. The first advantage is that this testing is very simple and is less invasive. And what I mean by that is this testing can be collected by anyone. You don't need anyone special like a healthcare professional, a nurse, a doctor, or anyone to actually collect these samples. The patient can collect these samples on their own at their own home, where they can actually spit in a sterilized container and then be sent to the lab and it gets analyzed. So that's one of the main focus and one of the main advantages. The second advantage that I'll talk about is the cost that is associated with this testing. Currently, this test can cost between $10 to $20 US. I don't have the numbers for the old kit, which is the swab testing, but if this article is mentioning that this new test can cost $10 to $20, then my assumption is that with the old testing, it can cost maybe triple or even 4 times more than what this test can offer. So that's also another thing to consider when it comes to costing and what the government, what they can provide and what they can fund. So that's also a good one to think about. The next one that I would like to say is that this is also a good news in a sense that it's a major advantage, because now kids are going back to school and every parent like myself, we all worry about how our kids are going to be functioning at the school. But right now with the coronavirus testing where the spread is so significant, it's just that nobody is safe anymore. But with this new testing, it can be done in 3 hours. So what this article also highlights was that the kids should be tested twice a week. So if they're getting tested twice a week, then we can assure that they can be a rapid response testing where they can find their results within 3 hours. So that's also a good news for any parent or any teacher or any government institution that's hoping that the kids can get back to school more safe manner and a safe environment. So that one here, I'm very excited because you can do a massive testing at the same time. Take prison, for example. Take the workplace, for example. If an employer wants to test all their employees, all we need to do is that we can show up at the place, have a sterilized kit for them, and then they can spit in it, and then we can take this sample to the lab. Within less than 3 hours, we can actually start getting patient results and report it back to the physician or the workplace. So this is a very exciting news. And when I saw it, I said, you know what, I gotta do a video on this and share with the public to let them know that Right now, your lab testing doesn't have to delay for a day or 2 or 3, but actually it can be done within 3 hours. So I just wanted to brief you on this. There's going to be more videos coming. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy this.